Hi, kindergarten. So last time we talked all about line and we created our shaving cream prints. Remember, if lines create shapes that do not look real, we call it, I hope you said abstract. We call those things abstract. Now, if lines create something that looks real, we say, I hope you thought of realistic. We call anything that looks real, realistic. Today, we're going to be studying some 3D shapes, so hopefully that you can make your art look more realistic today. Okay, my amazing artists, let's go ahead and put on your thinking caps. Let's take a look at this image. Could I have one person raise their hand and tell us in one word what we're looking at? I hope that someone said lines. Now, here's the hard question. I want you to think really hard about this one. What would happen if we put a few different lines together? What would we make? Raise your hand. What would happen if we put lines together? I hope that I had a kindergartner that told us when you put lines together, you make shapes. Some of these shapes you might know. Some of these shapes might look a little strange to you. There are an infinite number of shapes. There are so many that we can't even count. Now, I have two things in front of us. On the left is a shape, and on the right is a form. Say form. Great job. So we're gonna look at these two things for about 10 seconds. I want you to look at them, and I want you to find the differences. What makes them different? We're gonna look for 10 seconds. So hands down, we're gonna look for 10 seconds, and then raise your hand and tell me what the difference is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, great job. So on the left we have a shape. I hope that someone pointed out that it's not filled in, that it's just one line that never stops, and it doesn't look very real. It looks very flat. So let's all say that shapes look flat. Good job. Now, on the right, we have a form. Maybe someone said that it looks more like a ball, that you could pick it up. Maybe you notice that there's a shadow, and you also notice that it has light and dark areas. So in the middle, you see a big light area, but then on the side, you see a really dark area. That's called shadow. We can call this form a sphere. We would not call this a circle because a circle is flat and forms are 3D, which means they look like they're real. Today, we are going to be making a little book to help us remind us of our shapes and forms. What you will need is that manila piece of paper. You should have walked in and got one. You will also need your markers and crayons. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a moment now to get your markers and crayons, put them between you and your partner, and then give me a thumbs up to show me you're ready. Before we begin, it's time that we fold this into what looks like a book. So I'm gonna take this side, I'm gonna take the left side with my fingers, and I'm going to pull it on over to the right side. And guess what? Those corners, they're in love. They wanna get married. Mwah! So make sure that they kiss, and then find the fold and give it a massage. Give it some pressure until it is nice and flat. It should open just like this. So if I take my right hand, I should open it like this. It should not open like this. Books don't open like that. They open from the right side. So it should look like this. Give me a thumbs up once you have it. Now, I need you to take any marker, any color except yellow. Yellow won't show up. I'm gonna choose the black. Once I've chosen it, I'm gonna put it high in the air so that I know that you have it. So find a color, hold it up high in the air for me, please. Okay guys, so now we're gonna do a little bit of writing. So what we're gonna write first is the word shapes. So I'll spell it. I want you to follow along. S H A P E S. Go ahead and write shapes. If you run out of room, that's okay. Just put the letters on the bottom so that I know that you have all of them. You should have 6 letters. S H A P S. Give me a thumbs up once you have that. So, during this project, you can switch your color out anytime you need to as long as you're following along. I'm going to find a different color, and I'm going to hold it up in the air so that Mr. Boatfield knows. So now, I'm going to take that marker, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to draw a plus sign because we're going to talk about 2 things. We're going to talk about shapes and forms. So the plus sign is kind of like the word and then underneath, I'm going to write F-O-R-M-S. So shapes and forms, because that's all we're talking about today. And then I'm going to make sure that my cap is on my marker. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, make sure I hear the click, put it back, and then I'm going to take another marker. And don't worry guys, if you're trying to catch up, it's okay. I'm going to write Mr. Boatfield, but I need you to write your name at the very bottom because you're going to be the author of this book that we're making for ourselves. So, give me a thumbs up once you have shapes and forms, your name, and then also our class code at the bottom. So I'm going to just put a circle, but you would put K and then whatever number is our class code. Give me a thumbs up once you have all those things. Now, on one side we'll have our shapes, and then on the other side we'll have our forms. What you're going to do first is you're going to write the word shapes again. So if you forgot how to spell it, it's S-H-A-P-E-S. Go ahead and write that at the top on the very first page inside of your book, and then give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Awesome. So I'm going to switch out for another color. Under the shapes, guess what you're gonna draw? I hope you said shapes. You could do a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. You could do a triangle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Rectangle, square. You could make up your own shape if you wanted to. It could be an abstract shape. It could be a real shape. It could be a shape that is super long. It could be a shape that is super duper wide. It's totally up to you. And then I want you to take the crayons and you're going to color them in hard and waxy. Thumbs up when you are ready. Here are some of the forms we'll be talking about today. This one right here is called a spear. Say spear. A spear is made up of what basic shape? I hope you said circle. Now here is a cube. Say cube. Great job. Now what shape do you think a cube is made out of? I hope you said squares. And then the other one we will talk about today is a cylinder. Say cylinder. Now, a cylinder is made up of an oval and then also a rectangle at the same time. We'll practice those today. Now it's time for us to do our forms. You need to find one marker, any color, and hold it high up in the air so that I know you have it. Okay, thank you so much. So let's go ahead and write forms on our other page of our book. F, O, R, M, and S. Should look like this. Give me a thumbs up once you have forms. Thank you so much. So now I'm gonna teach you how to draw a cube. So a cube is made up of squares. So we're gonna make it look real. A cube is a square that is 3D. So go ahead and draw a cube and then give me a thumbs up when you are ready. Awesome. So now on our cube, and you'll need to follow along exactly, we are going to give it some arms. Diagonal lines, very short, just like this, and make them all the same size. Give it a try, and then thumbs up when you're ready. I will keep this right here for you to see. Great job. Now let's connect all of these lines together. Just like this, and then give me a thumbs up. Okay, great job on our cubes. We're not gonna color them just yet. We have a few more to do. Now we need to do a spear. So I'm gonna draw a circle, but am I done? I hope you said no, because right now it is just a circle, and a circle is what? I hope you said flat. We need to make this look 3D. So here's what I'm gonna do to make it look 3D. I'm gonna give it a shadow. So I'm gonna find the bottom, and I just want you to try your best. It does not have to be perfect. Draw a little bit of a shadow. So it kind of looks like the light's hitting it, and there's a shadow on the table. You can even do a little bit of shadow on the side of your spear, and that will make it look 3D. So give it a try. If it doesn't look right, that's okay, because you'll still remember that it's a spear and we'll be fine. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Awesome job. So now we're gonna do a cylinder. So you'll need to do this one with me too. You're gonna draw a long oval. It is not a circle, this is an oval, and it's very long. Give me a thumbs up once you have the oval. Great job. Now our oval needs some legs. So on each side of this oval, draw a line down. It doesn't have to be very long, but draw a line down. Now we're not done yet. Give me a thumbs up once you have 2 legs on your oval. Great job. Now I want you to think of a happy face. We're gonna do a little happy face at the very bottom. And now we have a realistic looking cylinder. Great job, kindergarten. Now I will give you a chance to color in your forms. Okay, go ahead and color in your forms. I colored this one pink, but I'm really curious what you will do for your forms. What kind of colors will you give them? Give me a lazy thumbs up on the table once you are done with coloring your forms. I'll give you about 2 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to test you and see if 3 people can tell me the names of these forms. Let's see who can remember. Raise your hand if you remember what this form is named. Okay, I hope someone said cube. Now, could someone raise their hand and tell me what this form is named? I hope someone said spear. Now, on here, you are going to tell me what this form is. Raise your hand. I hope someone said cylinder. Now, even if you're not done, go ahead and close your book. I will pick this up in a moment. Put away your crayons back neatly into the bag and put it back in the bin. Also, double check and make sure all your markers have caps so they don't dry out. Close up your marker box and then neatly place it in. And then give me a thumbs up on the table to show me that you're ready. You can even go crazy with your thumb today to show me you're ready. That'll be a little crazy. Now, for the rest of class today, we'll be using Play-Doh. Remember, you have to open it up, take it out with your fingers, try hard, press hard, and I want you to practice making forms. I want you to try your best at making a cube, try your best at making a spear, and then try your best at making a cylinder. There's no wrong answer today, but I want you to try your best. And then once you've tried your forms, maybe you can try making some shapes out of the Play-Doh. I hope that you guys have an excellent rest of your day. I loved having you, and I hope that we have an awesome day in art.